Me again with another rig overview. Actually, this time is a project overview because this project is not only spine, but the most complex part is done in After Effects. As usual, all my character animation is done in spine. So I cut it Superman and from the cover, and I bring it to spine and rig it and animate it here. So the rig is fairly simple because this animation is not very complex. As I said, the most complicated part is After Effects. For the rig, I have here the root, of course, and then I start the rig by the hips, and from the hips I go down to the other parts. For this one, I created this weird leg rig because the leg is bent already and I don't need much movement, so I just have to cause an illusion. So I have these two parts separated, and I created this IK. So it gives me a little bit of parallax between the parts. The parts are actually linked to this bone and this bone. So I can't compress too much because it will deform too much here, but I can like extend, and the movement is very subtle, so this would work perfectly. And for the cape, I have like a chain of bones from both sides, and it works. And I even create a facial rig, but I didn't use it much. But I have here the parallax for the ears. I have a jaw control with the teeth, and I have eyes and brows, and I have this upper corner mouth just to add a bit of detail. I want it to be covered if I want to show a more close shot. So I have the hair, very simple rig. This part is more separated. It is all animated, but with the distance you can notice much. For the animation is very simple. It's like a 300 frame animation, and it's just Superman resisting the spaceship. The start of the video, that's the most interesting part, and after that I just keep him like pushing the spaceship. So I added some shaking on the parts that he probably he would be creating more effort to push the spaceship. So this shaking on the shoulders and arms, of course the hands will be locked in place, and I added some reaction for the legs and the cape, the inertia, to show the inertia. For the face, same thing, just to show a little bit of effort, and after that first push, I just wanted to keep things more live on this area, and the rest is just after like 100 frames, just holding the animation and let the camera do the work. Because the interesting part for me here on this project is the parallax that causes this holographic effect on the cover that you are not expecting. So I don't want to add much movement on Superman, but on the cover itself. For the After Effects part, of course I started with I have this, you can see less layers here, but it's a bit more complex. The important part here is of course the video shot, of course, and it's just a comic book with a green screen. This is not any special green color, it's just a sheet of paper that I have here that is green, and I created these tracking points. So I did the tracking, then I masked it with this solid, and of course I applied this is the camera solver, the standard After Effects camera tracker, and applied the key light for the cover to remove the green, and then I applied this solid to hide the tracker points. Then I have my composition, my main composition. Of course I created this extra comic books here, just to give more context to the scene. So both are just plain covers, and I just applied some drop shadows and color stuff to get the covers more integrated on the scene. Here I have the adjustment layer with a little bit of grain to get everything more integrated. And finally I have my cover composition. That is where I animated everything. So here's the inside. It's not complex as well, but I have a camera here. A very important detail here is to keep this enabled, because this will enable your main camera on this composition to understand what's happened on this second camera that is working with this scene. If I just animate the camera, I have already the parallax effect. So since they are all with different depths, when I move the main camera understands the difference on the other composition. So it gives me already a depth effect that reacts to the camera position. So here you can see this shape is hidden, but when the camera moves to the other side, it's showing. But here on this composition, I just have this kind of movement. So camera movement is not happening here. I just add a little bit of wiggle to have this kind of camera shaking happen. And then I created this effect, fire effect, that is just a saber plugin with duplicated layers and masks, and adjusted to create this shape with fire that is very close to the original cover. The saber plugin from Video Copilot is free, so you don't have to buy anything. You can just use it for free on After Effects. So I attached the effects to all the ships, of course, and I have the overlay separated. That is the title. I have it here, animated, and it is in 3D with different depths as well. And of course Superman. Superman is just a pre-comp with this is the cape to create this effect. The original cape is like this, so I expanded it and I extended it with a motion blur effect. It's a fastbox blur, but applied only on the vertical, and duplicated 2 times, so it keeps the same movement of the original animated ape. For the Superman, just imported the animation and let it play. The only thing different that I did in the spine is export Superman and the cape separated, because I know I need the cape separated to create this motion blur effect, so that's why. And after that I animated what I need to animate, like the rotor here for this ship, and some vertical movement for all the elements. So I have the ships going this way and Superman going the opposite way. It's not that complicated, but you need to put some time to cut everything and set up the cameras, and of course you need to do a good camera tracking so your scene will be more believable. And that's it. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also my Instagram. That is the place that I post most of the things I do. And for the YouTube, I used to post the overviews and some making of stuff. And I hope to see you there. If you have some questions, just drop me a message, both on Instagram or YouTube. I'll be glad to answer and help as I can. Okay, thank you for watching, and bye bye.